Hello, today Deemah and Katelin will teach you about the group statue of Ka-nefer and his family.
This artwork of limestone originated in Saqqara, Egypt sometime between 2465 and 2323 BC. The Old Kingdom was the formative period of Egyptian art when its distinctive motifs and principles of representation crystallized into the classical style that would remain largely unchanged throughout 3,000 years of pharaonic history.
This highly important tomb sculpture shows a seated court official accompanied by his wife and son. Inscriptions name the main figure as Ka-nefer, or the overseer of the craftsmen, also known as the priest of Ptah. His wife is the royal confidant, also known as the Tajan Teti, and his son, who is also the overseer of craftsmen, is known as the Kui Ptah. Ka-nefer holds a cylinder, which is a common symbol of office and is represented much larger than other figures, following the Egyptian artistic convention of indicating rank and importance through scale. His facial features, especially the broad nose, are most closely paralleled in sculptures from the reign of King Sehur, which provided an approximate date for the work.
As seen from the artwork, Ka-nefer is seated on a large chair with his feet to the ground, while his wife and his son are standing up. Ka-nefer being seated shows his large amount of divine power that he holds. However, this power is made sure to be controlled by his wife to the right and his son to the left, who are portrayed holding onto the king's legs, acting as guides of the king. The son is standing up. However, the woman is sitting down, which probably depicts that she is still of lower status even though she has the power to guide her husband. Ka-nefer's son is the smallest figure out of the three, which depicts his youth. However, he is standing up and still grabbing onto his father's legs, which probably depicts that he is trying to keep up with his father's rulings and hopes to someday follow his lead.
The figures are somewhat stylized, as a necklace-type carving can be seen on Ka-nefer and an outline of his muscles on his arms and abdominal area. His leg muscles and veins can also be seen. However, Ka-nefer's son and wife are less stylized and have a less carved detailed body compared to that of Ka-nefer, further depicting the importance of Ka-nefer.
The art is carved from limestone, with traces of original painted decoration. The paints retain much of their color on the hair and the eyes, with traces on the skin, garments, and jewelry. As seen, the hair has been painted black and is of medium length for Ka-nefer, his son, and wife. Ka-nefer's eyes have also been painted black.
The statue was probably made for Ka-nefer's tomb at Saqqara, the principal burial ground of the Old Kingdom capital, Memphis. In Egyptian belief, some tomb sculptures also served as homes for the spirits of the deceased, especially when the embalmed body had perished.
While Ka-nefer's tomb has not been found, 2 offering tables from it are today in the British Museum in London, in the Nye Carlsberg in Glyptotek, Copenhagen. Objects from his son's tomb at Saqqara have also been found.
This artwork relates to the King Menkara and the Queen, which was a grey-wax figure from Giza during the Old Kingdom of the 4th dynasty from 2490 BCE to 2472 BCE. Like the group statue of Ka-nefer and his family, the King Menkara and Queen shows that men and women are of practically equal dominance and are able to somewhat control the king's actions despite his high divine status in society.
Despite the shrinking of the woman in the group artwork, the queen is holding on to the king's leg to guide the king in his decisions, just as the queen in the grey-walkie figure is holding onto King Menkaura's arm as a source of guide. This position of woman in society is a break from tradition and embodies the ideal, mature feminine body. Additionally, both artworks have negative space that is not carved out, which is traditional of Egyptians. Both of these artworks were used for funerary purposes and power, in order to speak to the afterlife.
Thank you for listening. We hope you learned something.